Good morning, good morning, good morning to you wherever you are this time. Hey, it's raining on the outside, so please be guided accordingly. Yeah, drivers, be extra careful on the nation's roads. Good morning and welcome to this edition of Good Morning Grenada. For today, Thursday, it is the 3rd day of August. And you know, we start off with the cultural tip, a presentation from the Grenada Cultural Foundation. And this morning it says, the fourth major boost was the advent of Talpri and the song Old Woman Alone. Talpri brought a fourth awakening to the jab after the ban in 1976, Moss International in 1991, and the Tivoli Drummers in 1997, causing more Grenadians to embrace the jab. Old Woman Alone did not get the recognition in Grenada in 1999, but did so in Trinidad and Tobago International Soca Monarch in 2000. Say 20,000, boy, wow. The acceptance of that song in Trinidad became a rallying cry for Grenadians to accept Old Woman Alone and the Jab song as theirs. The Jab concept started expanding for some and became a nightmare for others. Grenadian artists like Terra the Governor, Frisco Spratt, and Mandela Lynx tried capturing the essence of the Jab, but all differ from the original drum pattern. The music produced by our artist was a unique Grenadian sound that became quite popular and referred to, but never fully capturing our authentic Jab rhythm. That has been your cultural tip for the day. For today, it's, as you know, it's a presentation from the Grenada Cultural Foundation. Again, good morning to you, Mr. Nelson, and your team. Good, nice. It's all good. Let me see. How are we doing this morning? Yeah, everybody fine, right? Yeah, I hope so. Rainy day. Can't wait for us to get to the weather forecast segment to hear what's happening weather-wise. But folks, have you noticed every time around the weekend a weather pattern creeps in here? Is that some kind of message? Hey, good morning to you, Pastor Laurie and the congregation out there, the Wester Hall New Testament Church of God. How you doing? Couldn't make it last night. For some reason, I was extremely exhausted, so I slept early. But nonetheless, I know it went on well, right? Good. Brother Finn and the family, how you doing, papi? You alright? Nice. You have a daughter that's called Miss Quap. She good too? Nice, good. Okay, folks, let's get into the word of the day. And the word of the day today, it is a verb, it is a doing word, an action word. It is the word filch. Filch, F-I-L-C-H. Now, to filch something is to secretly or casually steal it. That's another word for stealing. Okay. The word filch also usually, though not always, implies that what has been stolen is small or of little monetary value. So there you have it. The word of the day, F-I-L-C-H, filch. To secretly or casually steal something. Here's how we can use it in a sentence. I couldn't help but chuckle when I woke up to find my 4-year-old daughter filching a cookie from the plate on the kitchen counter. All right. Nice. Nadisha, good morning. How you do? This is Nadisha's segment. As a matter of fact, I usually dedicate this segment to the folks inside of Cafe, right? The folks like Miss Holmes and the family, Louie and family, Papa Jerry and family, and all the guys inside of Cafe. Thanks to Nadisha, the thought of the day belongs to you, all right? And today it says, keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that. But the really great make you feel that you too can become great. All right, I'll say that again. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Try to trivialize it. Say, you can't do that. Why is the importance of that? How significant is that? That kind of thing. Now, small people always do that. But the really great people, they make you feel that you too can become great. That's what we need, yeah. That's what we need. You don't want to be around people that make you feel small all the time. People who always remind you, boy, you can't do that because you remember you were that and you did this and oh my goodness. Listen, don't bother with them, The reason why they do that is because they're trying to remove the spotlight from themselves and place it on you so that, you'd be the focal point. Well, use that to your advantage. Good morning to my dad. Joe, how you doing? Miss Annie, you good? Daniel and Curtie and Carla and Delia and Dumpling and Dillon and everybody. Good morning. Somebody tell me I have a nephew or a niece on the way. The newlyweds are working. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Let me see what's happening on the Facebook page. Boy, I ain't touched it this morning. Cynthia B is there. Good morning, Cynthia. So too is Catherine Phillip. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Happy Thursday. Mary E. Banks is also there. And Mary Thomas. Pleasant good morning, Mr. Joseph and the GBN family. My son, Jason Thomas, is celebrating his birthday today. Wishing him a blessed and enjoyable day. Jason, happy birthday. Paul, happy blessed Thursday, Mr. Innocent and my Grenada people. Greetings to my Paul and Nelson families, especially my two moms, Joycelyn, you have to pronounce her name, Kalisa, and Judith Paul. How you pronounce that? Calica. Okay. I ain't get myself in no problem there this morning trying to pronounce what. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Good. Desmond Clovey, good rainy Thursday morning, everyone. Lionel Fitzgerald Sparks, no rain in Latant, sun shining. Really? Well, that's good. Good morning, Latant. How's Latant doing this morning? Yeah. The Blocksman down inside there, good morning. How you do? Nice. Good. Joylyn Barry, hi Innocent, good morning to you. Good morning, Joylyn, how are you? How about bringing me some fry bakes and smoke herring this morning? Yeah. Let me stop that. You hear? Good, nice. Hilary J. Harris says good morning. Mary Moya, I hope you like it. I can't play from there, man. Good. Janice Led Joseph, good morning, Grenada. Joylyn Barry, lovely topping. You like my shirt? All right, I will tell my wife, okay? Oh my goodness me, life is so much enjoyable when you can laugh. Sun shining in Munich. Petlin, good morning. What going on? And rain, as the aged folks would say, rain falling, bucket a drop. Could you imagine that? Down here. What's buzzing this morning? Well, I should be having some guests, as I told you, as it gets closer to the carnival and the finals, the various finals that are ongoing. I should be having two artists here with me this morning. Superstar, one of the females in the Calypso final, yeah. Mr. Sylvan Chan, could you send me the rundown for the show, please? The appearance of the various competitions, the Calypso, Soca, Groovy, please. Yeah, Paul. Well, how you pronounce it? You got to tell me that, okay? Nice. Good. Let me see what's happening on our WhatsApp platform. Sun shining in Munich. All right. Okay. I miss you for 2 days, but I'm back today. All right, Nadisha. Good. Good morning. Hello, good morning, Ches, to you. New month. No, that was Tuesday, boy. What is the one for today? Good morning. Over 250 young panelists will showcase their musical skills at Junior Panorama. Okay, that's good. On Saturday, if the good Lord permits, I will be having a guest from the Pan Association, as I always do, and we'll get a thorough rundown as to what's happening with that. So we look forward to that. Let me quickly say what's buzzing, although I don't presume we'll have much conversational time this morning. Right, in case you missed it, the Calypso finalists, Papa Jerry, Rootsman Kelly, Randy Isaac, Big J, IMG, Pecos, Valine, Sour Serpent, Prince, and Superstar. The finalists for the Groovy, Dash, Terra the Governor, Lil Jello, Super Flying Flint, Rooney J, Valine, Blacker Dan, Looney Spark and Electrify, Boise, Mr. Walkie, and Mr. Golden. And for the Power Soca, Dash, Robulus, Talpri, Muddy, Shamak, Lil Jello, Squeezehead, Looney Spark and Electrify, Boise, Mr. Walkie, and Hits. I see Hits do some push-up yesterday, boy. Hits, I just watching all you and smiling. I just do 60 push-ups, you know. Yeah, I just do 60. I know all you making a fuss about 40 push-ups. But 40 push-ups, I'll do that on my worst day. You understand what I'm saying? Want to play crossing foot and the push. What happened to all you, boy? Hey. Good. Although Junior Calypso has not seen much growth over the years, a group of young artists are preparing to put their talent on display on Saturday. Edison Francis, Teacher Eddie, is one of the main organizers of the Junior Calypso competition. I heard him, and it augurs well for the art form. Yeah, it sounds great. I like what I'm hearing. So we look forward to that aspect on Saturday. Also buzzing, the government of Grenada is said to be maintaining dialogue with Canada and the United Kingdom with the hope of resolving visa restrictions placed on the country's nationals. Well, we have visa restrictions for Canada. We don't have for England yet, but who knows what could happen. And, a lot of things happening these days. All right, according to the World Health Organization, blood donation must increase rapidly in more countries to ensure a reliable supply of safe blood for patients whose lives depend on it. Here at home in Grenada, the Ministry of Health is on a campaign for O negative blood. So if you know your blood type and it's O negative, please go and donate, all right? Folks, I've got to bring it out here. We're running behind time. It's time for the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us.
The biggest party in sport is back. CPL and WCPL return with more action than ever before.
Are you kidding me?
Watch the biggest names in cricket battle it out in the race for glory.
Brilliantly. Celebrate some more.
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard-On Plus.
Get away from your daily stress with a Grenada vacation at the Koyaba Beach Resort. Koyaba is located on the world-famous Grenada Beach and boasts 5.5 acres of beautiful garden. We offer excellent service, good food and drink, well-appointed rooms and friendly staff in a safe environment. Facilities include 2 restaurants, 2 bars, swimming pool, water sports, tennis, gym, and body treatment rooms. Call 473-444-4129.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The government of Grenada is said to be maintaining dialogue with Canada and the United Kingdom with the hope of resolving visa restrictions placed on the country's nationals. Minister for Foreign Affairs Joseph Andal spoke on this topic earlier today on a GBN program. More in this report.
In In December 2001, Canada revoked a visa waiver agreement with Grenada. A clear reason was not given, but many believes security concerns stemmed from passport issued under Grenada's economic citizenship program as a contributing factor. Canada said that removing or instituting visa requirements on the citizens of any state is made after close monitoring and careful review of key criteria, including human rights, bilateral relations, and the overall profile of the country. Minister for Foreign Affairs Joseph Andel, who was a guest on GBN's To The Point program on Wednesday, spoke of government's ongoing dialogue with officials in Canada and the UK to address the issues of visa restriction in Grenada. However, he added that government has to respect the policies of every country.
Again, it boils down to policy of the individual government. And as far as I'm aware, there is nothing that Grenada does that is different from what other countries who have been included in the Canadian visa waiver program. I don't think that we have done anything differently from any other country. So I'm not in a position to say, well, Canada has not included Grenada for reason A, B, or C. We are continuing to engage them to try to get answers and so on. The only thing we have been told is that it's a process and they are going to be reviewing it periodically.
A visa is required to stay not exceeding 6 months if traveling for business, tourism, medical, or visiting friends or family. Those traveling for business must have invitation letters from their Canadian business partner. The minister said at this time, transparency and accountability are key to changing the direction of the situation as it relates to visa restrictions.
What we can do and what we do is be as transparent as possible, share information with them, listen to their concerns, and that applies not only to the UK but also to the European Union and the United States and the other country that may have issues with our CBI program. So we collaborate closely with them. We have nothing to hide because we recognize that it's in our interest to allay their fears, to address whatever concerns they have. Because if someone is your friend, you wouldn't want to do anything that is injurious to them.
And that would some way disrupt that friendship in any way at all.
Exactly, right? But at the end of the day, it boils down to what each individual country sees as necessary for protecting its borders, for safeguarding its national interests, and so on. So we continue to engage them, all of our traditional partners. We continue to take steps to tighten whatever loopholes there are in the CBI program. We know that the vetting is very, very rigorous. We share information with our colleagues in the OECS so that if, for example, someone is rejected in St. Kitts or in Dominica, then we know that we will automatically reject that person's application. Okay. So even within the OECS subgrouping, the 5 countries that have CBI programs, we are working together to try to ensure that we do not leave any stone unturned in our efforts to safeguard the integrity of the CBI program.
All right. Tell me, how is of course,
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
Patrons of carnival activities this year are being urged to be mindful of the rules and regulations governing carnival. In this Beverly Telesred report, we hear more about the call which comes from the Spice Mass Corporation.
With Spice Mass 2023 nearing its climax, the Chief Executive Officer of Spice Mass Corporation, SMC, Cecil Noel, is making a clarion call to masqueraders, spectators, and everyone else participating in carnival activities to follow the rules and regulations governing the annual festivity. These rules are aimed at maintaining order, promoting respect, and protecting the well-being of participants and spectators alike. Noel identified the various rules during a one-on-one with the Royal Grenada Police Force on Wednesday.
During the carnival, no person shall A. appear dressed in the uniform prescribed for the police force or any unit of police force unless that person is a serving member of the police force. B. to portray or represent or appear wearing any costume which portrays or represent in any manner whatsoever any deity of a living religion, to smear or dab or attempt or threaten to smear or dab on any person, any substance, matter, or thing, have in any public place any explosive flame, indulge in behavior or gestures which is immoral, lewd, or offensive. I carry or use in a derogatory manner the flag or coat of arms of the state of any other country.
Mr. Noel said there are a number of rules that apply to the mode of dress of revelers during the carnival period. Participants are encouraged to dress creatively and expressively during the carnival, while also maintaining a level of decency and respect for cultural norms.
No male person shall in any public place appear dressed or disguised as a female person. During the carnival, no person shall wear a mask or a domino in any public place.
The rules govern the period from 5 a.m. on Carnival Monday morning to midnight on Carnival Tuesday. While the SMC CEO made his appeal for adherence to the rules, Parliamentary Representative for St. Patrick West, Minister Joseph Andel, made an appeal to the revelers to avoid violent confrontations.
Particularly our young people, our young men, to recognize that this is a time for celebration, for enjoyment. And so let us, in the midst of all of the activities, the celebration, the shows, and so on, let us keep a sober head and a sober mind. Let us leave thoughts of violence behind us. If you're going to party, all you need is a partner or two to hang out with. You don't need a knife.
Carnival Monday and Tuesday will be celebrated on August 14th and 15th this year. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Although Junior Calypso hasn't seen much growth over the years, a group of young artists are preparing to put their talent on display on Saturday. Edison Francis, better known as Teacher Eddie, is one of the main organizers of the Junior Calypso competition. In this report from Christina John, we hear that the competition promises to be an exciting display of talent.
14 junior male and female calypsonians will be competing for the Junior Calypso Monarch title come Saturday, August 5th. The event at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium will form part of the Children's Carnival Frolic. The current monarch is Christian Niles, whose sobriquet is Muti. In an interview, the main organizer, Edison Teacher Eddie Francis, long-standing calypsonian and teacher, revealed that after several rounds of rehearsals, the young artists are ready to take to the stage.
This year, we have a remarkable improvement over last year. Last year, we had 7 contestants in the finals. This year, we have 14 of them. And, it's a marked improvement. I think it's a 100% increase this year. And the kids are there. They're ready. We had a number of rehearsals. Come Saturday, you're going to hear real good calypsos from the practice sessions. You have the various topics, from the after COVID, you have a little bit of politics in it, and you have, nice social commentary.
The competition, Francis said, focuses on the holistic development of youth. However, not much emphasis have been placed on the growth of the art form among the youth over the years.
Well, in terms of the growth of Junior Calypso over the years, I think we have failed in that respect, because a couple years ago, maybe in the late 17, 18, 19, around there, you had Duty Credit Union as a corporate citizen who came on board. They were having workshops through the year with the juniors, and they invested in that aspect of the Calypso. But since that support or that picture is no longer there, nobody came and filled the void. I know we had COVID here, but up to this day, nothing is happening. When the carnival come, what you find, you have to scamp to get people to come on and let the children come and sing, and that is not a good thing at all. I think we should do better than that. I have suggested to the Ministry of Education, Culture, that they do some year-round thing, or even Spice Mars get some corporate citizen to sponsor maybe where Duty left off.
There was no preliminary or semi-final rounds of the competition, given the number of participants. Francis anticipates an equal increase in prize money for the young artists, as was announced for the seniors in competition. He hopes this will help generate more interest in the junior calypso competition.
Spice said that it's going to be a 10% increase across the board, so I hope they consider the juniors, because when I spoke to the junior champ from last year, he told me he got $5,000. So I expect to see some more money for the juniors. They have not laid out how much the junior price would be. Even the appearance fee, I think over the years they may have given them $500, sorry. So I expect them to get something more. I have not had that conversation with Spice Mass, so I know what it's like. As I said, we do the preparation of the juniors and the band and the musical accompaniment for them. The rest lies on Spice Mass to do. People, I wish that the calypso could start on time or early enough so that people can stay at the stadium and listen to the 14 juniors do their thing, rather than the past where we going late into the night with junior calypso. That is not something that we should condone at all. So I wish the producers of the show could do all in the power to have the junior calypso by 6:30 for the latest, so that people stay and hear good calypso. Because what you find over the years, when the students are singing, the Californians are singing, you don't have nobody there to listen to them, you know. In order of appearance, here are the names and sobriquet of the junior calypsonians: Jasmine Regis, Jazzy, Charlotte Isaac, Charisma, Shamar Marast, the Professor, Jaden Andrews, JJ, Kadim Bowen, Kadim, Donik Princess D, Kedonna Rogers, Girly, Kamad Williams, Young Mad, Natifa Abu, Tifa, Shani Sylvan, Mini Axe, Kelisha Charles, Kelisha, Raheem Hall, Young Raheem, Christian Niles, Moti, and Antoine Hosford, Tuano. The Pioneers Band will provide musical accompaniment. Christina John, GBN News. Picking up positions for Calypso, Soca, Groovy, and Panorama competitions took place this evening at the National Stadium. Here's the lineup for Panorama Junior and Senior, respectively.
Back and Electrify, number 1. Walkie, 2. Squeezehead, number 3. Andrew Hits, number 4. Shamak, number 5. Muddy, number 6. Alpri, number 7. Boise, number 8. Ash, number 9. Lil Jello, number 10. Robolus, number 11. Terra the Governor, number 12.
Clear your calendars, Grenada. The Biggest White is back Sunday, August 13. A night like no other. And the best part, no work the next day. Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we're talking hard work. Wine and jam. Guess the band is ready to set the night on fire with another unforgettable performance. Joining guests, we have Skinny Fabulous. And for the first time in Grenada, Adam O. Prepare for a night of non-stop energy and mass. We're taking you straight into Juve, literally. We've got more surprises with our star-studded cast, including Mr. Killer and your favorite local headliners. Tickets are now $100 and are available from Go to Fete and Sunshine Promotion box offices island-wide. For the ultimate experience, VIP tickets are $500. This is the Biggest White. Get your tickets now. The Biggest White, where legends are made, memories are created, and the spirit of Grenada comes alive. Boy, anything you can do. Show me the baddest thing you can do. Are you ready to make history? Get your tickets now.
At the NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivors' benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
Welcome back. The National Water and Sewage Authority NWASA is hoping that hundreds of consumers who've been disconnected since 2020 will make use of a one-week promotion that offers free reconnection. A notice shared on NWASA's Facebook page shows that from the 3rd of August 2023, NWASA will be offering free reconnections for all customers. If a customer was disconnected due to non-payment, this campaign allows them to reinstate their water service without any reconnection charges. The free reconnection promotion will be from accounts in arrears between $500 EC and $5,000 EC. Customers owing $500 EC and under will have to make full payment, and the service will be reconnected free. Accounts with arrears between $501 and $1,000 can pay 50% of the outstanding arrears, with the balance paid off in two-month installments. Customers with accounts in arrears of $1,000 to $3,000 need to pay at least 50% of the outstanding arrears and establish a 4-month installment payment plan, while accounts in arrears of $3,000 and above can make a 6-month plan after paying 50% of the arrears. This promotion applies to disconnection before the 1st of August 2023. Currently, there are 1,300 disconnected residential customers and 200 commercial or industrial customers. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, says it's committed to engaging with the trade union representing the company's workers to finalize the schedule to complete negotiations for a collective agreement. More in this report.
The National Water and Sewage Authority has confirmed receipt of communique from the Grenada Public Workers Union expressing their concerns and demands for the resumption of negotiations. Through a press release, the management and board of directors stated their commitment to engaging in constructive dialogue with the Grenada Public Workers Union to work towards a resolution that aligns with the best interests of all involved and engaging the union to finalize the schedule to complete negotiations. The release stated that as an essential service provider, NWASA is committed to maintaining a harmonious working environment, upholding the welfare of valued employees, and also ensuring the sustainability and efficient operations of the authority for the benefit of their customers and the community they serve. NWASA's statement comes on the heel of a release issued by the Public Workers Union on Tuesday. Speaking to GBN News via phone, Brian Grimes, president of the PWU, said workers are frustrated due to the delay in the conclusion of the 2020 to 2022 collective agreement negotiations started in March of last year.
One has to understand the genesis of this. We started the negotiation for the 2020 to the 2022 cycle on the 23rd of March 2022. Right? That's well in excess of a year ago, and we have not completed or signed on. Now, the frustration is that the fact that in principle, there are a lot of things that we agreed upon, and it's just for us meaning the the Grenada Public Workers Union and NAWASA representatives to put ink to paper, move on from the past period, and start the new negotiating cycle. One can appreciate you can't just jump into cycles unless one is complete. So
Grimes further stated that they contacted NAWASA's management on numerous occasions to set a date to complete the negotiations.
We wrote to NAWASA July 5th. First of all, we had a meeting on the 27th, right, of February, and after that meeting, things stalled. So we wrote to the general manager, meaning the union wrote to the general manager July 5th. We submitted, right, on the 26th of July with a very generic response, non-committal response in terms of when we will sit to just dot I and cross T's with the completion of this process. And, this was relayed to the membership, and they are very unhappy with what is happening because we view it as totally unnecessary because we are basically on the verge of completion.
The PWU president made a public appeal to NAWASA to commit to the conclusion of the collective agreement.
So the Grenada Public Workers Union is respectfully calling upon the management and board of NAWASA to come to the negotiating table so that we can complete this process and ensure that there is industrial peace at NAWASA facility, which the union would like, but we would not sacrifice that and allow our workers' rights and other things to be sacrificed just for the maintenance of peace.
For GBN News, I am Rena P. Thomas reporting.
NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivor's benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
Gonna do when the rain is coming down? Nothing more to do when there's no one else around. Bring it back to the middle, push, take it back to the rhythm. Keep it up for good when the sky's falling down. All you gotta do is to bring it to the ground. Hit it up to your inner move. Stop, start, down. Nobody can get what you're going through.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
The biggest party in sport is back. CPL and WCPL return with more action than ever before.
Are you kidding me?
Watch the biggest names in cricket battle it out in the race for glory. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenada, and Hard On Plus.
Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall courtyard. Spice Up the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
All right, welcome back. It's 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's time for the conversation. I'm expecting two guests. I just picked on the outside. They're not there as yet. So we have some time to talk. But before we do that, I'd like to inform you that the Prime Minister has a national address tonight at 7 p.m. Now, because of that address, it will be televised and broadcasted on the radio as well. So there will be some changes to our programming. All right, the TV news will be at 6 p.m. and the obituaries will now be at 5:30 p.m. So please be guided accordingly. Nice. Good. Now I have a problem with somebody on the platform, Miss Mildred Smith. Good morning, Mr. Innocent. She says, boy, that cake was, I will not say the rest, but you will get yours. Yeah, I hope I get it before I'm in a wheelchair. Right? I'm just happy to know that you enjoyed your birthday yesterday, man. Yeah, good. All right, good. Let's see who else is popping here. Okay, make time on your show. Let us see what you have. When you say what I have, what do you mean? Hey, I don't understand. Make time on your show. Let us see what you have. Okay. According to Antigua News, it is coming in November, God's willing. Canada should be having some restrictions for England coming to. I guess she's referring to the restrictions, visa restrictions that is expected to be imposed. All right. Thanks for trying to explain. Okay. Good morning, GBN, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Good morning, everyone. Have a beautiful, productive day. Arthur Langai, nothing does start on time in Grenada. Okay. All right. Julian Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique. Blessings to all on this beautiful Thursday up here. Not sure for your neck of the woods. Have a blessed and safe day, everyone. Down here, nice. Good morning, GBN, Grenada. Good morning, Gordon Innocent. Joseph So says, Veronica Sandy. All right, we have a caller on the line. Let's no, the person paused away. All right, call back. 435-2041. That is the number. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
How you do?
I am great.
All right.
This is my season, one of Carnival. I just want to make an appeal to us as adults to let us pick up the armor of love and stop, too much of our adults, I find our professionals that ought to be setting examples, are sowing seeds of hate. And let us remember that our children are listening, our young minds are on vacation and they're out there, and we need to assist in a meaningful way. It's kind of let us leave our weapons at home, and sometimes our tongues could be a weapon too. So many times we spend beating down our young leaders, but these are the same young leaders that graduated with honors at the top of their class, at the top of their university, and strange enough, everyone out there is rooting for them, but we take time off to pull them down. And I mean, we ought to stop and think and do better than that. Have a great carnival, everyone. I look forward to peace.
Okay.
Love.
Thank you. Have a good one yourself. All right. I wish that, it falls on the right ears. Okay. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Now there's something that's buzzing, something of importance. I read it in the news, okay, and I'd like to hear from you. What are your thoughts on that? The replacement of the late Queen Elizabeth II on the notes of the EC dollar with our ECCU symbols. What are your thoughts on that? Now we can talk what you want to talk to as well, but I just want to throw that because the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the monetary union of it, they're going to have some dialogue and expecting your input as it relates to the symbols that will be on our EC dollar notes. Previously it had the picture of Queen Elizabeth II, but since her passing, they are looking to replace that. So what are your thoughts? 435-204, 20 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. Someone is celebrating a birthday today. Good morning to you, Kamisha. Happy birthday to you. All right. I hope you enjoy it with Fine Style, Fen and Gail and everybody. They're going to make it, mommy and daddy, they're going to make it extremely special for you because he's going to buy you an expensive cake and all the other things that you wanted. I know you had a list, okay? Happy birthday to you. Yeah. You could do with a big bottle of CMOS on that. Nice. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Morning to your listeners and morning to your viewers. I was hoping that somebody else would have called before me. Anyway, the decision by the ECC, the Eastern Caribbean College, or the authorities generally, I think is a good decision and it should have been done a long time. We need to decolonize ourselves. And every time you see the image of Her Majesty, or if you want to put His Majesty now, I mean, it's an insult to us. So I think it's good. It's a good move, albeit late. And another issue. So I think, there's no doubt about that. That is a movement towards decolonization, further decolonization. There's another issue that I really want to highlight. The impending invasion of Haiti, led by Kenya, sponsored by the U.S. and the allies. Look at how CARICOM members are unable to even contribute to resolution of the situation in Haiti. A few days ago, the Haitian people demonstrated in Port-au-Prince against the violence. They could solve the problem, but we need to help them, not invade them, not bring military so that they could bring more cholera to them. It seems like we are paralyzed when it comes to our own kind. Anyway, I get emotional when I think about that, so let me stop here. Thanks.
Thank you, caller. Nice. Mike Hutchinson, good morning, bro, to you and the family. How are you doing? How are you like the Queens going, boy? Who are you back in? Good morning, caller. Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you?
I am doing fine. How about you, Papi?
As usual, nothing much.
Could I have a lambi roti, please?
Oh my goodness, lambi get very expensive and the small now and they're very hard. the nice pink lamb we used to get, the big pink shell. Since after I went to get them thing and then all them beds change.
That is a problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
So we have an ecological problem.
I got to plant some.
That is innovation. That's innovation.
Yes.
However,
talk to me.
We are here. Now, the issue with let me not say issue, please. Let me retract that. The matter with the EC and the face of the notes that will be changing from Queen Elizabeth to whatever they decide. Queen Elizabeth reigned for 70 years. And, well, she passed, which is obvious. Somebody would pass sometime, regardless to your authority. And what it says is that changes are constant, so you need to change. But in the context of change, you also have to be mindful of the environment. And in today's global context, you have to stand on your own. We have seen that quite a lot. So it's not a question of decolonization or colonization. It's a question of the environment is changing. And you have to stand on your own. In order to do that, you have to recognize and in-depthly recognize your potential. The potential that you have. And here I'm referring to your economic potential. This, you have to pay tremendous emphasis on that and develop that with whatever little resources you have with a projection to grow. In so doing, you will become stronger and stronger, and this is where true independence lies. So if the EC now want to face with original artifacts, objects, whatever have you, on the notes or design of the notes, I've seen nothing wrong with that. The question is, how deep and what level of in-depthness that we in the region that, if you want to say earn or keep or authorize to use that, how strong are we in our willpower to survive in the global market? God bless you.
God bless you too. Give your wife and the two boys my regards. All right. Good. Nice. Good. It's 25 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. Good morning, Pele Oswald, Pele Dabo. Happy Thanksgiving to you. John Best says good morning, Grenada, and Mr. Gordon. Keep up the good work. Watching you from Aruba. Wow. Good morning, Ernesto Provocative Jose. Good morning, my Calypsonian and past student of MDC. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you. I do. How are you doing today? I don't know when you and Mr. Jose going to stop that fight, you know.
I don't know what happened to him. And he fighting me in absentia. He ain't coming face to face. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you see, it's better to fight from a distance. You will not get blues, and that's what he's doing.
Nice.
So I just called to actually big up that gentleman, that smart gentleman who your last caller.
Okay.
He's a smart person. That is exactly. We are afraid to talk power. We are afraid to talk our own independence. We are afraid to talk the economy. I remember every time I call and I talk about the economy, there's a particular person who passed professional who seems not to understand that everything pinned, all your development is pinned on the state of the economy. So don't be afraid to hear when somebody talk about the growth of the economy, because that is what's going to get us out. We have to be more independent based on that last call. If we fail to develop ourselves economically through growth, we will be in a lot of trouble. So the gentleman is perfectly right that we have to stand our own because things have changed. It's no longer as it used to be. We're not getting the help that we used to get. We can't depend on the help because everybody is fighting war and the economy is worse on us. So we have to try as much as possible to use the power of our people, grow our people financially so that we can start. We have to produce our revenue. We can't expect somebody else to produce it. But if you're not empowering your people financially, you're not growing to produce jobs and good salaries to cause commerce to flow, then how do you expect to be better? That's what we need to do, and we have to do that expeditiously. It have to start with infrastructure, more space for economic development, more space for commerce, and to create jobs. That is how we're going to get out of the malaise that we are in. We can't expect the people over there to do it for us. Have a good day, sir.
You too. Have a good one, all right?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good. All right. 28 minutes after 7 o'clock. Now, one of my WhatsApp contributors says, "Good morning, Mr. Gordon. I used to work at the port at Grenada Spice Market. I worked for 4 years. I sent him a letter to leave in April. Never got holiday. I went to labor to get only my holiday payment. Every time I go is a next story. What should I do? I am asking labor to do their job and stop doing favor for boss. Labor supposed to be for the people. I am a single parent and I need my money. I have been begging for 4 months now. Labor Department." All right, she spoke a book. All right, you're supposed to be seeking the interests of the parties involved. All right, so Miss, I hope I hope you get some sort of resolution to that as soon as possible. Good morning to Grenada, Carriacou, and Martinique, one of the most beautiful and safe island in the Caribbean. Do have a safe and peaceful regatta and carnival. Let peace and love reign. I like this. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm blessed. Getting a little water feels so good. Listen now, if they change the look and the dollar, I want to find out if it's going to affect any way in the country.
When you say affect, in what way?
Say like if they change the look, you might be able to get phone or you might be able to do certain things.
I don't see that.
I don't know. I find I'm getting the feelings like if they change it, it's going to affect the country in some way or the other. But for me, I find viewing one face for almost 50 years. We could do it another fountain, flowers, another face. For me, I feel to change the face and it.
Okay.
For me, I will feel happy about that.
All right. Okay.
So I don't know if it will affect anything else. So that's what I'm saying. But here now, I like to give me a little joke. A few people, you could count them on one hand, calling back for the old driver. But hear me now, I go both at you and you. We don't want the old driver to drive us again. Because the old driver caused us too much pain. I don't know what they in pain. You ever see? So I feel I could go with the new driver now. Let me change it. We changed it already, so let me work with it. And listen, for a few people that can see, they say when certain part in your body gone, like if the left hand come out, the right hand will be stronger, to lose your eyes, you go hear better. For those who can see, for the 1 year that NDC in power, they don't do nothing. I want to remind them, in 1 year time, 300 workers find permanent job. After working with another government for 8 years, you still wasn't on the permanent sheet. For less than 1 year, over 200 Grenadian children find scholarship to go overseas to play sports, and tell me our government don't do nothing in 1 year time. And after you rule under 8 years, you work in a place, you can't even go and get a $5,000 loan in the bank, because when they ask you for you pay sheet, you on contract, you turn down. Have a good morning, darling.
You too. All right. Okay. Tell you what, it's 28 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got a guest.
Carriacou is the place to be. August 4th to the 7th for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the foreign artist show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jooper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you.
Welcome to the SMC's Crescendo to Grenada's Panorama 2023. And you see pan business, that is we business.
My name is Andrea Isdale. I am 21 years old and I am from St. Paul's. For me, playing pan was like second nature because like any other community-based organization, when you grow up seeing your parents do something, it's natural for you to want to do it. So it wasn't a choice, it wasn't a decision. It was just a natural thing that I knew that I actually had to do. So it was no choice. At the pan yard, we have on Thursdays is our in-house pan yard liming day. So we have different things. So tonight is our cricket night. We have games night. We try to bring in persons to speak, to have motivational nights, to get players more inspired and wanting to play the pan more and to have a greater love for the pan. So that's some of the things that we do. It's definitely okay to come and see us practice. We always put on a show, whether it's practice or performance or a gig. Our days for practice are Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m.
At the NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivors' benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Good morning. Welcome back. As promised, I've got a guest in the studio, and I could you imagine? This guy go back a lot of years. Since in the early years of singing, we hang out here, we hang out in New York, and Junior Bloodfire is what I know him as. Your real name? What's your real name, Papi?
George Antoine Jr.
George Antoine Jr. Where in Grenada are you from?
The same name as I'm the junior to my father.
Yes, right.
Shantimel St. Patrick's, right by the school. As you come around the corner, by the school, and the other, and that's right there. But families from, I could say from, let me check his modern side is from, say, Concord, Marigot, Blackbay coming up. Then you have a couple in Samaritan, and then on the other side now is, I guess, from, what is it, Montreach, Snellal, and Montage. Yeah, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and a couple aunt now in Grenville and things.
There are some folks who would like to hear me say that, so I will not say it, right? I will not say it. But you're kind of from the country area.
Well, it's a country, man. Does you're strong and a solid. Enough breadfruit and banana and thing and growing up. So
there are some people I'm provoking with this. I'm provoking Mike Alexis. They always tell me I come out in the country. Andre Jerome like that too, and so forth. So that's why I say I wouldn't say it, but it's in the you're a country boy.
Yeah, man, a country boy, man, strong and solid.
Well, now I'm going to expose you, folks. I did all that preamble to get to a point. Could you imagine? He born and grew here, vacationing in the US, but he get lost.
No.
How could you get lost in Grenada, Papi?
Listen, when I coming up with the bus, I'm like, when I reach the gap, I look into my left, I'm like, I know that's a side GBN is, you know. But I don't want to say nothing because I tell the driver, drop me a GBN. I see the bus going up, St. Paul's and going, and I'm like, no, that's too far.
You're guessing.
That's too far.
You're guessing.
Then the driver is like,
you're guessing.
I say, oh man, I thought you knew. I say, well, like, a long time I haven't really been back on the, you know.
I bet you won't get lost on Flatbush.
No, because I live there.
Right.
No, that's the second time that happened to me. But it's like when people they did a carry go and pity about they can say bonsoir, saka fete. But I back for a long time for the first time. So that's why I rusty.
All right. Okay. Now, folks, in case you do not know, Junior Bloodfire is a Calypsonian, a Grenadian Calypsonian. He's been performing for quite a while now. Give us some history on Junior Bloodfire, when you started and so forth.
When I started, was it... Well, I always like the music, you know. Growing up and thing, I always like the music. So even from, you know, listening Shotney and even old Calypso, in time I hear it once, I remember and everything. And then I always singing like my, you know, making up my own little songs. And well, I started those, I can't remember what year I started, but my first song was with the great Sheldon Benjamin, Shell Shock. From Trinidad. He had did a song with Marshall and Flex and them guys started, Mr. Shell Shock, where you there? In the ghetto. And there's another song he did. You make me feel high. You make me feel high. Right, so I work with him. So we had that's kind of bounce. And
that's where you get this kind of bounce from.
Right, so because at first when I was Shell Shock, when I in the studio, they're like, you know, we getting the music done. So I'm like, in a soccer session, woman behaving bad. Shell Shock look at me and like,
Yeah.
Because I used to use Stranger Man before you. Stranger Man, what going on? You think you're singing for your girl? Open your mouth and sing, no, man. Because I thinking, well, you're just trying to get this song done, but not knowing that I have to sing to the energy so you can get the real
feel the vibe. Yeah.
So that's the first thing I learned from him and things. So with Shell Shock, I did that song called Slam. And then throughout the couple of years, I think I worked with Mr. Roots Play, first time whole bass on my whole EP, with Cherry Inns, and then what, a couple of years forward, I think it was 2000, I think. I won the New York Independence Calypso Monarch. Yeah, hold on to the crown for a couple of years. Yeah, and
okay.
I think I took it from my brethren, Sina,
Where's Sina? I'm not hearing much of him these days. Is he okay?
Yeah, man. The job, he in the bushes, conquer up in some things,
Grenada, let me play that's one of my favorite tracks of yours. I'm gonna play it.
All right, good.
In me house again, I hear them dirty man say,